The world is a much stranger place than we like to admit. Behind the comfort of our daily lives lie stories that defy logic, crimes without a suspect, and disappearances without a trace. Today, we dive into 10 of the most chilling, unsolved horror incidents that continue to haunt investigators to this day. Brace yourself, because some secrets were never meant to be found. In 1922, on a remote farm in Germany known as Hinterkaifeck, something truly evil took place. But the horror didn't start with the murders. It started with the signs. The owner, Andreas Gruber, told neighbors he found footprints in the snow leading from the forest to his house, but none leading back. He heard footsteps in the attic and found newspapers he never bought. Then, on a cold Friday night, the entire family, including their new maid, was lured into the barn one by one. They were killed with a pickaxe. But here's the part that will keep you awake. The killer didn't leave. For the next 3 days, smoke rose from the chimney. The cattle were fed. Someone was living in the house with the 6 cold bodies. To this day, nobody knows who the killer was or why they stayed. Buying a dream home turned into a living nightmare for the Broaddus family in 2014. Shortly after purchasing 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey, they received a chilling letter in the mail. It wasn't a welcome card. It was an anonymous threat from someone calling themselves the Watcher. The letter read, "657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades. I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming." The stalker knew the names of their children and disturbingly asked if they had brought young blood to the house. Despite a massive investigation involving DNA testing and private detectives, the identity of the Watcher was never discovered. Terrified, the family never fully moved in and sold the house at a massive loss. In December 1900, a mystery unfolded at the Flannan Isles lighthouse that still defies explanation. 3 experienced lighthouse keepers, James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur, vanished without a trace from a remote island. When a relief ship finally arrived, they found the lighthouse door locked from the inside. Dinner was set on the table, as if the men were just about to sit down. A chair was overturned, and while 2 of their coats were missing, the 3rd coat still hung on its hook. The most chilling detail was found in the logbook. The final entries described a terrifying storm that left the men weeping and praying in fear. Yet, on those exact dates, weather reports showed the skies were perfectly clear. Did the ocean claim them, or did they encounter something far more sinister? To this day, no bodies have ever been recovered. On Christmas Eve, 1945, in Fayetteville, West Virginia, a sudden and violent fire broke out in the home of George and Jenny Sauter. While the parents and 4 of their children managed to escape, 5 of the children remained trapped in their upstairs bedroom. But when the fire was finally extinguished, the horror truly began. Investigators found absolutely no trace of the children, no bones, no teeth, and no remains whatsoever in the ashes. Even more disturbing were the events leading up to the fire. The phone lines had been cut, and the family's trucks had been tampered with so they wouldn't start. Years later, the Sauters received a mysterious photograph in the mail of a young man who strongly resembled one of their missing sons, with a cryptic message written on the back. Were the children truly consumed by the fire, or were they kidnapped in the middle of the night? The fate of the Sauter children remains one of America's most haunting unsolved mysteries.